Almost 40 feet high. Really think she climbed out?
She's a highly intelligent animal.
Natural predators of chicken can include coyotes, foxes, birds of prey, etc. When sensing danger, chickens initiate the total immobility, which may serve to minimize stimulation for further attack. The reaction is characterized by inhibition of writing reflexes and a state of catatonic like reduced responsiveness following brief exposure to physical restraint, lasting from a few minutes to over hours. Other characteristics include suppressed vocal behavior, intermittent periods of eye closure, muscle tremors in the extremities, and the fracture and respiration rate. Chicken can form symbiotic relationships with other organisms, most noticeably ruminants and gastrointestinal microorganisms. Sheep and chickens can prevent parasitic infection in order through consumption. The gastrointestinal tract of chicken harbours a diverse and complex microbiota that plays a vital role in digestion and absorption of nutrients, immune system development, and pathogen exclusion. These bacteria produce vitamins, short-chain fatty acids, organic acids, and antimicrobial compounds, or induce non-pathogenic immune responses, which provide both nutrition and protection for the animal. Commensal microbiota also increase costs to the whole. An imbalanced microbiota may lead to a sequential reaction in the gastrointestinal tract, including reduced intestinal barrier function and poor nutrient digestibility, and therefore increasing the risk of bacterial translocation and inflammatory responses. A hierarchy is always exists between any number of chickens and will be divided gradually into two unisexual dominant orders. There is a strong relationship between the birds' position in dominant order and mating. Dominant males strive more offspring than other males, and the lower-ranking females ought to mate more readily than higher-ranking females. Birds at the lower levels of the pack order may be under stress resulting from a high competitive situation and have significantly heavier adrenal glands. High-ranking birds have priority for food, nests, roosting places, and irritated freedom of the pain. Thus can manage body weight better, have their overall body appearance improved, and lay more eggs. Maternal presence can buffer chicks' respond to stressor. Hens respond behaviorally and physiologically to exposure of their chicks to a stressor. In response to a short-term stressor applied to the chicks, hens show the increased heart rate, time spent alert and gut calling, and a decreased eye temperature and time spent breathing. Maternal vocalization can have a variety of effects, including memory formation through a release of noradrenaline in the chick brains, which are focused on learning of the desired behavior. Alarm causes re-trick arousal in readiness for danger by releasing higher doses of noradrenaline. Human-directed changes in breeding, diet, and farming practices demonstrate at least a doubling in body size from the late medieval period to the recent in domesticated chickens, and an up to 5-fold increase in body mass since the mid-20th century. Multiple and significant osteopathologies arise as a consequence of the accelerated growth rate of broilers, and modern broiler skeletons are significantly larger than both the white progenitor bird and ecological domestic chickens. The modern broiler is a distinctive new morphotype with a relatively wide body shape and a low center of gravity. The rapid growth of leg and breast muscle tissues leads to a relative decrease in the size of other organs, such as the heart and lungs, which restricts their function and thus longevity. Change in the center of gravity of the body reduce pelvic leg muscle mass and increase pectoral muscle mass, causes poor locomotion and frequent lameness. As foraging omnivores, chickens can consume seeds, plants, insects, and small animals. Their physiological development is a reflection of their diet. The tip of the beak has a rich supply of nervous, taste buds, and sensory receptors, allowing the bird to examine its full physical attributes. Beak size and shape evolve according to the avian feeding ecology, eating method, and foraging habits. The tongue shows the adaptation for collecting, manipulating, and swallowing food. The result consists of two pairs of opposing muscles allowing the bird to consume a variety of food. The thermal neutral zones for maximum growth in chickens is between 18 to 21 degrees Celsius. Low environmental temperature increase feed intake and increase body weight gain and feed efficiencies, while a body core temperature beyond the comfort zone adversely affects and agitates morphological homeostasis and reduces the activity for intestinal immunity and digestion, increasing intestinal tract inflammation and mortality rate. Biological reports have been noted allowing poultry to adapt to temporarily unfavorable conditions. Domestic chicken in highland population facing low temperature express genes linked to cardiovascular and respiratory system development, DNA repair, and immune response. In chicken population facing high temperature, genes associated with the circulatory system, blood vessel and heart development, central nervous system development, and fatty acid metabolism were identified. Chickens cannot survive very long when deprived of water. The breast growth and feed consumption can be altered in the water-restricted tracts, along with slower rate of digestion and the glycogen accumulation in liver and leg muscles.